have an opening comment from the coach. We ask the players the questions. We'll dismiss them and come back to the coach. So, coach, opening statement.
Well, I mean, I thought for them, I thought Brookshire was pretty good. I mean, he threw 4 pitches for strikes, and about the 5th inning, he started throwing a curveball and just kept it off balance. They played good defense. We had a chance to make some things happen right there, and the third baseman dives and makes a really nice play. Almost turns a double play in that situation. But Brad settled in and gave up the run early, and then had a bloop, and then a guy hits the ball and scored a couple, but it gave us a chance. Got into the 9th, and in a pretty good pitching battle, and we fought to the end right there, and gave ourselves a chance late, and it just came up short.
Questions for the 2 players?
Brad, the amount of strikeouts you got, did that surprise you at all? You're not, I guess, not really known as a strikeout pitcher.
Yeah, I think that's the most I've struck out in the game my whole career at OSU. My changeup was working. But yeah, I mean, it was a little surprising.
Just how was it the heat or anything like that a factor? Second day in a row, you guys have been out there.
Yeah, it was definitely hot. They're out in it too, so.
Davis, the level of disappointment coming here as a number 2 seed and 2 games and you're out. Just your thoughts on that?
Yeah, it's definitely disappointing. We thought we had a pretty good chance coming into the regional. Vanderbilt's a good team, but I think we got kind of caught looking ahead too much. And Troy's a very good team, and so is Belmont. And we didn't play to the level we should have played. We kind of got in a funk there late in the season, but we just couldn't figure out a way to get out of it.
The offense struggled. You guys, I guess the last 6 innings yesterday, and then the first 8 today. Is just the pitcher, or is it it's maybe in the head a little?
Yeah, I mean, I thought Berkshire threw well, but Brad definitely gave us a chance to win. 3 runs. At Oklahoma State, we should definitely be able to put up more than 2 runs today, and 2 we had them yesterday. But definitely we got to offense better. That's the key. We pitched well enough in both games. We gave ourselves a chance to win, but our offense has just got to come around and do better.
And then just the 9th inning there, it was like you guys had a chance that they were walking in.
That's pretty much the story of this team. We battled the 9th. We gave ourselves a chance to win there late, and trying to hit a fly ball there to push across the run, and guy made a good pitch and got the double play ball.
Also out in the field today, it seemed like there was a few times where you guys, and both teams had the same problem, but the sun, a couple balls were kind of lost, and most of them you guys ended up catching. But how big of a factor was that for you guys?
It was definitely a factor. I lost 2 balls in the sun, but the first one, Hunter did a good job of coming to get, and he did a good job in the second one too, but he had to run all the way across the infield. But yeah, the sun was definitely a factor, but we definitely should have made those plays.
Any more questions for the players? Thank you, guys. Questions for our coach?
Coach, can you just kind of talk about what you saw from Chase Brookshire, the lefty?
You know what, I thought he was really good, and I mean, stuff-wise, if you separate his pitches, not everything's just major league type stuff, but he threw fastball, slider, change-up. In about the 4th and 5th inning, he threw overhand curveball that he threw for strikes, and you know what, if it's not that hot, he probably finishes the thing right there. He ran out of a little bit of gas there at the end, but with the heat the way it was, I thought he threw outstanding, what he threw today, pitching any leg in this country. I don't know, the velocity I think will probably come as he gets a little bit older, but that's what you're supposed to do. He went out there and threw strike 1 and got ahead in the counts, we didn't hit very many balls right on the nose until late in the game. He went through because I looked at one point, and we're looking at about an hour and 50-minute game at one point, and then things start, some walks and some different things start happening, but we went out there and got ahead and had a plan, and when they got ahead 3-0, you know what, he did what you're supposed to do. We went out and put up shutout innings, and that's the toughest time to pitch after your team puts up a couple runs and you go back out and shut down the next inning, and he did a good job and did it in a minimal number of pitches. Like I said, I just think that late he got a little bit tired with the heat and humidity, but otherwise it's cooler. He might finish that thing, probably does.
Davis's bunt breaks up a perfect game in the 5th inning. Just got to do whatever you can to get on at that point.
Well, it's not like it's a 10-0 game right there. It's out of hand. We're just trying to score, and you know what? And the guy right behind him makes a pretty nice bunt. He makes a great play. I'm not sure he might not have got Davis if he kind of checks up on the ball right there. He might have thrown him out, but he makes a good play on Gabe's ball right there. And at that point, you're probably not thinking we're going to try to bunt again back to back, but Gabe made a pretty good bunt. He made a good play on it. And but I was talking to there are people over there, and I guess he's been their Friday night guy quite a bit of the season, and there's a reason why. Mitch knows how to pitch. He's a lefty that can change speeds and change rhythm, and today the ball's pretty, or the air's pretty heavy. It's not going to fly too much, and it's a pretty good day for him to pitch.
Coach, you just talked this a little bit, but losing, skeptics will say you lost to an Atlantic Sun team and a Sun Belt team. Does this, though, address sort of the parity that we now have in college baseball?
Oh, absolutely. And it's not so much, you know what, it's in our sport, and people don't understand this a lot of times, but it's the guy that's on the mound. I mean, anybody can beat anybody. You get the right guy on the mound and the guy that will compete, and then they make some plays. He would have been fun to play defense behind because he worked fast. He threw strikes. Third baseman, makes a great play. Almost turned a double play off that thing. As soon as he caught it, he had to relay to second. And they almost turned a double play on Devin Shine's ball. And so, no, from that standpoint, I think Troy had been ranked, most of the year in some polls and different things too. But we faced two guys that can pitch in our league or the SEC or the Pac-10 or any league, and so pitching can negate a lot of different things that you might see out there. So no, I mean that can be a misnomer in the fact that our pitching dictates so much of what goes on in our game.
At the same time, aren't you? You got to be disappointed with the way that your team played this weekend, no?
Well, I'm disappointed that we didn't win and keep going. Yeah, I mean we've had some struggles late, but I felt like we'd fight back, and we did late in the game today, but we didn't play as well down the stretch, and that was mainly caused by the pitching. And those games today like that, we won probably 95% of them the first 2/3 of the season. We get a hit, that ball that Davis hit would roll through the infield, and we'd score right there and win the thing late and hold them off in the 9th or something like that. But late in the season, we just didn't have the same type deals, and it's usually caused by the pitching change that we had. We didn't pitch as well down the stretch. Brad gave us a chance right there. Like I said, when I went out in the 3rd, he was laboring a little bit physically, and obviously the heat had some things to do with it. But I was proud of how he stayed in there and kept competing. And you know what? You got to have some courage and stuff because he doesn't have devastating stuff. He kept throwing his changeup up there, and they kept swinging through it and giving us a chance.
Coach, do you think there were times where your guys didn't work the count as well as they could have? It seemed like, like you said, the game was going by really quick.
You know what? I thought he had a lot to do with that because he would strike one all day long, and then we tried to jump him early, and he made, like I said, he made quality pitches. He stayed out of the middle of the plate, and he changed speeds. And so no, if we just stayed up there and just taken more pitches, we'd have just got ourselves in a 0-1, 0-2, 1-2 type situation where, and then like I said, his command was so good early that it allowed him to get through that thing fairly easy. And then you saw late when he started laboring, he became, normal again like most of the guys. But early, he was, like I said, it's pretty good.
All right, maybe one more.
What kind of things are you telling your guys after this trip? Because, you know, it is disappointing, like you said, but how do you know?
Well, the guys that are returning, this will be good because they know what to expect. You know, last year was the first year in years that we hadn't gone to the NCAA tournament, and so to get back there, you know, to the NCAA tournament is what we needed to do. We've been in regional finals, you know, for the last 5 years, and then we missed last year, and so we needed to get back to the NCAA tournament again. And you're talking about, you know, some guys that we would have probably 5 or 6 returning guys, and some guys, some pitchers that we got back, and so yeah, you know, if you haven't been there and you haven't been in the situation, you know, you need to be in it to understand. The more times you're in that venue, the more times you're in that situation, the lot easier it is to handle.